Yo, what up, YouTube? It's Ra, and I'm out real quick. Be careful what you wish for. A lot of us want more. A lot of us want our needs met at the snap of a finger. A lot of us want our desires met instantaneously. But understand, the more you expect, the more is expected of you. So understand that if you can't handle what you got going on right now, if you are barely holding on to what you got right now, when that thing comes, it doesn't matter if it's what you want. You're not going to be ready for it. Be careful what you wish for. Take care of what you got going on right now. If you don't have a foundation laid down, then it ain't gonna matter if the very thing that you want comes into your life. You're not going to appreciate it. You're not going to be able to hold on to it, and then you're going to lose it. It's better to not have something at all than to get it in your hands, to have the dream in your hands and drop the ball. It's better to not accomplish anything at all at that point. So, because then you never know what it felt like. It hurts more when you got it, when you have it in your hands, when you about to reach the finish line and you lose, versus when you far away, when you embarking on your journey. It hurts more because then you got a little taste, and now you'll never know if you ever have it again. And now you're constantly thinking about, man, I had it. And now you're regressing instead of progressing, because all you can think about is I had it. Oh, I had it. And you beating yourself up, and you constantly are thinking about it. But what you should be thinking about is, okay, I had it. Let's say it happens. You lose, you drop the ball. We've all been there before. But instead of thinking, dang it, I had it, think about, okay, if I had it once, I can have it again. I can get back out there. But a lot of people, their minds can only think about, I almost had it. Man, I was so foolish. Maybe you were. But that negative self-talk and that self-doubt ain't gonna get you anywhere. Be careful what you wish for. A lot of us just say things. A lot of times we say things we don't mean in the heat of the moment. We say things that we think in the moment that's what we want, but that's not really what we want, because we not really thinking spiritually. We thinking emotionally. We let our emotions get the best of us, and we say things, or sometimes we carry out actions in the heat of the moment and not thinking strategically. So you want something in the moment, you feel something in the moment, you feel that anguish, that pain, and you make a decision that's costly, and you wasn't thinking in that moment, and now it doesn't matter if that's not what you meant. You still have to deal with the ramifications. You still have to deal with the consequences of saying what you said. Whatever you say, whatever you do, you got to stand on it in that moment, because it doesn't matter how you meant it to come off as. It doesn't matter how you meant it to impact people. It doesn't matter. It's not about what you said, it's about how you said it. So even if you like, I didn't mean it like that, or I didn't mean that act of God like that, it don't matter, because everybody around you is feeling that. And like I said, a lot of people say you shouldn't care, you shouldn't care. If that's how you feeling, you shouldn't have carried out that act, because it doesn't matter if you don't care or you don't feel that. People is feeling that. And yeah, you shouldn't be thinking like that in that moment, but like I said, you gotta deal with the ramifications. So be careful what you wish for. Say what you mean and mean what you say. If you say it, you stand on it. If you're doing it, do it. But make sure you handling everything going on. Like I said, handle what's going on in your household. Like, think of it your foundation. You can't expand if you can't handle what's going on in your household. You can't expand if you're not tended to your garden. You can't expand if you're not laying that foundation. Because think of it this way. You want to expand, and you want to get more eyes on you. You want to expand, and you want to build a second business. Let's say you got a business. You want to build another business. If the business you got going on right now is barely holding on, and you live in check to check, if you expand and you spread your arms too thin, you're gonna fall by the wayside. So understand that. Be careful what you wish for. Handle your business at home. Tend to your garden, and lay your foundation. Make sure all your eggs is in order. Make sure you don't set all your eggs in one basket before you lose everything that you worked hard for. Because a lot of times we say we want things, we want this, we want that, and then when it's time, we not ready and we lose, and then we wish things could have been different, but they can be. So that's why you gotta be careful what you put out in the atmosphere. You gotta be careful what you're saying and doing, because what's in the dark will come out to the light. Even if you're saying and doing things, and nobody see you, it don't matter. Even if nobody knows, you know what's wrong. Even if no one knows what you're doing, you know what you're doing, and that's bad. And that's bad. That's not gonna celebrate for your spirit. So be careful what you wish for. Don't say things you don't mean if you don't want to deal with the ramifications. Because like I said, we all have to face the consequences one way or another. And it's better to deal with it now than to deal with it later. But hey, it's Ra. Like, comment, subscribe. We love you, family. We grown our family. And you got this on me. It's already yours.